Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Prodigal Legion, and I'm signing in with another Pokemon Showdown battle. Now, I know I said I was going to be doing some VGC battles, but it's pretty much not working for me since I really don't know what to do in Sun and Moon right now. So I'm going to sit and do some 1v1 battles. Sorry, 6v6 battles. OU, and last time I played around with some of my teams, they were mainly, defensive, and they had these like weird sets like Psycho Shift, Latias, and whatnot. But I decided to take a more offensive approach because the defensive wasn't, pretty much cutting it. I was losing some silly matches because my opponent had these Pokemon that couldn't be taken down because my guys may have been defensive, but they were not defensive enough. So I have a more aggressive team, the likes of Crocodile with the Choice Scarf. I've used that before. I've used that in a Monotype tournament that actually got me very far. I even won the Monotype tournament. A Choice Banded Adamant Darmanitan with Flare Blitz will destroy lives. I have a Life Orb Keldeo with Scald and Calm Mind and Secret Sword because some people like to carry things around that Keldeo can't counter, so I decided to use a Water type, and Keldeo was great. So next up is Raikou, the traditional sub Calm Mind set, which is amazing. It does so much work. And there's the side UIs, and I don't know what eyes it wants to decide, but anyway, I haven't used this, and it's very, very good. It has Swords Dance, and once it sets up, ladies and gentlemen, it can destroy worlds. And this Crobat is the traditional set that I use in Pokemon Battle Revolution with Super Fang and Roost and Taunt, and this time it has Toxic, to stall shit out. So without further ado, let us get into the game. So my opponent is going to send in their Terrakion, and they're going to go for the Earthquake into my Owl thing, and it's not very effective, and my opponent has to switch out, which I know that very well. I'm going to go for the Sword Stance, and I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch. This thing carries Sucker Punch, which is fantastic, and I take it. And that's not a problem. Sorry about that. That sounded weird. Anyway, so my opponent goes for the 1,000 Arrows attack. I don't know if I got that well, so I go for the Leaf Blade, and it destroys 2 of my opponent's Pokemon. So now I go for the Shadow Claw, which does over half, which is fantastic, considering this thing has an Violite. And my opponent goes for the Discharge and paralyzes me. They get the Power Hacks, and they are able to take me out with a second Discharge. Now, I didn't appreciate that at all, so I'm going to go to my Crocodile. I'm going to go for the Earthquake. None of my opponent's Pokemon can take an Earthquake. And Crocodile, which is a fantastic Pokemon, I'm going to go for the Earthquake again, but my opponent is like, no, I have a Choice Scarf of my own, and I'm going to outspeed you. And I'm like, how dare you? How dare you? So I wasn't going to go for a Flare Blitz because my opponent did have the close combat, and he could have put a dent into this thing. So my opponent sends in their stupid Starmie thing, which pretty much gives me a hard time, and it has Recover. And this is the thing about lower ranked people. You see, when someone in a higher tier has a Starmie, they wouldn't have they wouldn't have Recover and leftovers on a bloody Starmie. They would have like a Life Orb or for his Specs or for his Scarf, something to deal some damage, and that's what happens when you play with the lower tier people, because I'm not trying to judge them or demean them or anything, but when you expect a set that you see on a Shofu video that's not being played the way you know it's being played, it's kind of weird, and it catches you off guard, because when you know a specific set, standard stuff, you know that you want to deal with it. I mean, like, for me, this Starmie, for all I know, it has Ice Beam, it has Psychic, it has Shadow Ball, or no, it doesn't get Energy Ball, but you know the drill. Starmie has and Thunderbolt. It has a very diverse move pool, and why wouldn't it put a dent in my team? This Starmie, for me, is trouble, and my opponent isn't using it the way I would use it. He's not using it correctly. I would say he's not using it correctly, because, anyway. So, in comes Terrakion. He's paralyzed. He can go for a, quick attack, but oh well. That thing dies, which makes me feel a lot better, but he killed my crocodile, and I do not appreciate that. So my opponent's going to go for the Moonblast because it's a Clefable, and Clefables do that. So I did go for the substitute just to see if my opponent was going to go for, like, I don't know, maybe a Toxic, because Clefables do carry Toxic. So I do want that Raikou for that Stormy later on. And I'm going to send in my Keldeo pretty much to, kind of sack it, do some damage with Skull, and see if I can get the burn, unless it has Magic Guard, which the burn will mean completely nothing. So Moonblast kills my Keldeo, but it was useless anyway, because, it can't do much against Stormy. So I'm going to send in my Darmanitan. I don't care about it at this point. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz. I know I can outspeed and kill the Clefable. Go for the Flare Blitz again and see if he can kill this Stormy. And I outspeeded my 95 base speed, no EVs, no speed EVs invested in this thing, which is an adamant choice scarf, choice banded thing. It's not even choice scarf. It is adamant. It is banded. It means that if it manages to get hit off, it is going to hurt a lot. So that's it for the first battle. And the second battle pretty much showcases the Grass Owl thing a lot better, because I like it a lot. This Grass Owl is something fantastic. I really appreciate it. So let us take a quick switch of screens, and this is the next battle. So this is my opponent's team. Now, what you will realize is that my opponent packs a team with very bulky Pokemon. Very, very bulky in terms of HP. I mean, Blissey's bulky. Buzzlord, I know, is bulky. This dragon ugly thing, which is fucking nightmare, because it looks ugly and hideous. Slacking has good HP. Wailord, Snorlax, and Hariyama have HP. So this guy is playing with some very, very bulky Pokemon, and this is where this Decidueye thing kind of, shines. It actually proves to be a very good Pokemon. It's been used against me, and, well, I decided to use it against others as well. And this Pokemon cannot do you wrong. It has a hideous appearance. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't like it in terms of appearance, but, I kind of warmed up to it regarding its moveset and how powerful it can become. So let's get into this game. So this guy goes into the HP pawn, and I'm like, okay, what can this thing do? I'm going to set up Swords Dance. So my opponent's going to go for the Fire Punch, and I'm like, oh, I did not appreciate that, but I do have the choice card. So he goes for the Fire Punch, and he gets burned himself, which is ironic. And I go for the Leaf Blade, plus 2 Leaf Blade destroys Hariyama. So what's next is a Slacking. He goes for the Giga Impact onto my Owl thing. The Leaf Blade kills him again. My god, so I went for the stupid move. I thought that this thing was, Ghost, but it's Dark, and he's going to go for Crunch. Now, if he hadn't sent this thing, I could have done more damage. So this thing has the Beast Boost, which is something that I really do not appreciate. I'm going to go for the U-Turn, and since it has a crap ton of HP, the Choice Banded U-Turn will not be able to kill it. So, this thing has a Z move and has Acid Downpour. Why? I don't know, maybe for Fairy types, So I get the Moxie, and my opponent has his Wailord, and I'm going to send out Crobat, and it has a Water Spout, and it kills my Crobat, because, Wailords do have Water Spout, and that's what they do. So I'm going to send out Keldeo, because I'm thinking that it might be Scarf, but it's not, because I outspeed him. I go for the Secret Sword, and, it's not going to do that much damage right now. So Keldeo can take out his Wailord. I was hoping that I could have saved my Decidueye thing. So anyway, Keldeo is such a useful Pokemon. My opponent goes for the Outrage, which is meh. So I'm going to send out my Crocodile, and Knockoff is going to knock off the Coach Banner, which is very, very interesting for the Snorlax. But in comes Blissey, and there's nothing that my opponent can do. So he's like playing HP Queen, kind of a chess kind of thing. I'm really not that good with chess, but I do understand the reference. So this is my hyper-offensive team, because it is hyper-offensive. All of my guys are offensive except for Crobat. And this is the game. So I really like playing hyper offensive too, but I really playing hyper offensively. No, actually, it's not my style. I do enjoy it, but it's not my style. I'm more of a defensive player. But sometimes, being hyper offensive is like it's like a personality. When you're defensive, you're more close to yourself and keep to yourself. You're more discreet. But there are times when you actually want to take on the world and you want to get out there and just show people who you are and what you can do, and show that you are a vigorous, radiant personality, and that's what hyper-offensive teams are. And people that are more open-hearted tend to get shot down in life, and that's what hyper-offensive teams do. They are there to hit hard and quickly, and if they don't do so, they die quickly. So live by the sword, die by the sword. And I did a psychology lesson for you guys using Pokemon. So, uh, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed these two battles. I'm hoping that I can use this grass owl thing more often because you've seen what it can do. It is fantastic, and once it sets up one sword stance is enough to do damage. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next battle. So, stay tuned. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.